TVPN.
Since 2018, nearly 3,000 tax credit scholarships have been awarded to Black students in Illinois to attend private schools that best fit their needs. Now, Governor Pritzker wants to slash this program. In a time of much uncertainty, we need greater equity in education for our families and children, not less. Call your state representative and senator and urge them to stand up for our kids and their future by supporting the Tax Credit Scholarship Program. For more information, visit empoweredillinois.org.
You got to Kennedy King, so you remember Corey Brown?
I definitely remember Corey Brown from Morgan Park.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Murder, man. So I got it in with y'all one day before a game, and then y'all literally went out and destroyed some people by about 50 at Kennedy King, and I'll never forget, somebody shot a jumper. It came off long, and Corey will tell this story to this day. He says he went up, and I was in the stands. He went up for the rebound, and before he could jump, he said he felt a foot on his head. And it was you, and you caught it. Classic P-Mac, catching it over everybody, putting it back in. He says before he jumped, he felt a foot on his head. And Corey was 6'4", easy.
On his head.
On his head.
Yeah, Corey, so he was 6'4", man. I used to just, I don't know, I had a knack, man. I was always uber athletic. Like I was taught earlier, if somebody shoot, you got to come from the opposite side. I had a guy in my neighborhood named Wayne Irvin, legendary dude to us in our neighborhood. Played at Chicago State, played at Wyoming.
Okay.
Played against Patrick Ewing. He passed away a couple years ago, but went to CVS. He was a decorated player. A lot of people knew him. And he taught me early, like, you attack offensive rebounds from the opposite side. So if somebody shoot from the left wing, you crash from the right. If somebody shoot from the top of the key, you can crash because it can go either way and you can get it. I was so big and athletic. I used to get a lot of tip dunks. Like, for some reason, people never boxed me out. And once I got a running start, if it came off anywhere over the rim and bounced up, you was dead.
This is Eugene McIntosh, one half of the illest independent sports media outlet in the whole entire land, the Bigs. Check me and my player partner, Terrence Tomlin, a.k.a. T-Time the Great, out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. on What's In It for the Black People Media Network.
I don't know what the fuck be making niggas think they can fuck with me. Stay with a small circle to ensure I stay sucker free. Peace to the niggas fucking knows that truly got love for me. To the women that be lusting me, they dreaming of fucking me. Lick your fingertips and rub your clit to this and let my voice bring you the climax. My raps is more real than any 3D or IMAX. Listen and digest this fly shit like Venus flytraps. Side-eye niggas that speak on my city is Chirac. Niggas love glorifying stupid shit, the useless shit in front of cameras, goofy capping, act as if you used to shit. With Max producing shit, how could I fall short? I hit the booth and get the kicking shit of all sorts. Listen, I'm just a product of the inner city. I remember plenty nights there wasn't any lights and with no dinner in me. I was in tune with the harsh realities of life at an early age. Was used to struggle at an early stage. That made me appreciate the small shit. So now I kick that off the wall shit that leave these rapping niggas all sick. They say jealousy and envy get you nowhere, so I'd rather not go there. These niggas panic when I touch mics, I'm Rudy Gobert. I ain't the type to talk jazzy while hiding behind the screen naming Abby. You pushing buttons or trying to get at me, huh? I'm John Wick with the shit. I'm killing everything while bitches sleeping on me. I'm setting fire to bed frames, replacing alarm clocks with time bombs to bomb spots. This onslaught's for certain. These other niggas is long shots. Dousing your mattress in gasoline. It's asinine to try to find a rapper that rappers mean. I haven't seen a rap nigga that worried me yet. So far ahead of my time, I got fans that ain't heard of me yet. I'm not the nigga you should step to disrespectful. If I address you, won't be no rescue. They gon' have to dress you in a black suit and some dress shoes. Unless you suicidal or glutton for punishment, I'll never choose to rival the motherfuckers I'm running with.
Ascension.
Coming from where I'm from, every season's hot where I'm from. Seems like everybody got a op where I'm from. Niggas barely make it to the top where I'm from. Coming from where I'm from, still fooling. We done lost a lot where I'm from. Still watching for them niggas trying to plot where I'm from. face like King and still move like Malcolm. Get it by any means as long as income is the outcome. Hit that stop button when they mouth run. Damn, straight bullets through the skies that powder babies just like talcum. Heartbroken mothers pray to God and ask them how come. You kill one of mine, you gon' get outdone. Say yourself cause Batman ain't gon' save you here in Gotham, where everybody grew up with a hoop dream. That ain't work, so now that brother out here trying to move peas. Shoebox stash and try and stack it up for that new V. Scat packs, Hellcats, SIT, that new Jeep. Ballin' like a school team.
WIIFTBPM.
Live from What's in It for the Black Media Studio, you're listening to The Bigs with Eugene McIntosh and Terrence Tomlin. Let's begin now.
And just like that, we are back at the West Center for the Black People Studios. Live, man. Happy to be back in front of family members, man. Coming to you as usual with my player partner, Eugene McIntosh. What's good, bro?
What's the Benowski?
It's all good, man. Happy to get another week started, Gino. I hope you had a good Mother's Day and weekend. I hope everybody out there that's had, celebrated with your mom or whoever you celebrated with, hope y'all had a good Sunday, man. I had a beautiful Sunday with the family.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy post-Mother's Day to all the
because it's every
ladies,
day,
man.
you feel me?
Yeah, man. We be celebrating these pagan holidays like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I get it, but yeah, it's always Mother's Day. I guess we can take a special day.
Oh, yeah.
To celebrate the moms, all the moms.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the people out there that lost their moms and, had these, may have a tough, situation going with moms or however it is, however you dealing with your
yeah, man.
mom dukes, man.
You only get one. You feel me? You only get one mom. So, again, I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and Mother's Day, all of that. Gino, man, I'm a fantasy basketball champion. I went on and took the pot.
Oh, so that means you got to let me hold something then.
The modern day hippies are the champs. So shout out to
how much you win by?
How much did I win by? Ooh, bro. When I say the slimmest of margins, the group chat was busting last night. Everybody in the league was watching it go completely down to the wire, and it went like down to the final seconds of that Phoenix Suns.
So they lost
the Lakers game.
To the Lakers?
The Suns lost to the Lakers. AD had a great night.
Man, yeah, okay, go ahead. We'll talk about all of that later. But because
of course I watched the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Of course you did. Like
fantasy implications.
If there were no fantasy implications, you wouldn't have watched a minute of that.
Well, you
wouldn't have watched a minute of that.
Well, you know how I love D-Book. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I love D-Book. You know what I mean? And Gina, when I say the slimmest of margins, I think I won by like 1 turnover, 4 rebounds, and like 1 percentage point or a 0.1 of a percentage point when it comes to free throws percentage. So
wow,
squeaked out.
Was it all of the points combined?
No, it wasn't an all points.
So you had to win 2
categories.
of the 3 categories. It was 3 categories.
It's like 12 categories.
So you had to
whoever
win
wins
7.
the most. Yeah.
Okay. At least 7.
You had to win at least 7. If I tied, I was the lowest seed.
So you was cooked.
I would have lost. You know what I mean? So shout out to the league, though. That was my first time playing real fantasy basketball.
Come on, man. Y'all holding out. Y'all know that's how I get down. Fantasy football is cool, but I like fantasy basketball.
Yeah, G, I feel like I got a new love. And the last few months have been great. It's been a nice little tour to keep up with all the basketball. You know what I mean? So, that was a bunch of fun. My team was stacked, Gino.
Yeah, I heard you was running, but you said Buddy's team was stacked too, though.
His team was stacked. And I drafted like 90% of my guys. And it's a keeper league. So I get to choose a few players to keep and try to repeat. So little you dig.
And how many of y'all was in the league?
I think it was 12 of us. Yeah, it was 12 of us.
Okay, no, that sound decent, Joe.
Yeah, man. So shout out to those guys, man. But the modern day hippies reign supreme.
Modern day hippies. Jonette said your nerves was bad all week.
Cause it was that close. Yeah, I mean, but honestly, Gino,
when that fair on the line,
yeah,
Joe.
the fair's on the line. I'm like, gee, I put in months of work. Let's go ahead and finish this off, you know? But I think she's gonna be happy because I already know what I'm gonna grab. I think I'm gonna be Bike Life Chicago this year, Gino. So
Oh wow.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that immediately.
Okay, joining the bike life, man. Don't just hop off the porch though, man.
You know what? I grew up riding bikes. I mean, I was a huge bike dude, and I swam all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had dirt bikes and Schwinn. You know, it's a
Yeah,
different world now,
it
man.
is.
We ain't Schwinning and dirt biking no more.
Tell me about it, bro.
You can't just go cop like you used to. You gotta, you just take your time, man. Like I said, don't jump off the porch and get yourself into some trouble. Be out here like Dre and them under the what's that called, the fixies. You don't know you didn't cop the fixie, and then now you out here you
single. You got a
no
single
brakes.
Brake. You got to
no
hit
brakes.
It back. Oh no, no brakes.
No brakes.
That sounds
on the
very
fixie.
dangerous.
And you have to, on a regulation bike, you can just
gotta do
pedal
the
and then you can take your
Flintstone.
feet off and you'll still be. No, on the fixie, you have to pedal to go, and there are no brakes.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying. I don't know if I'm trying to be in the Tour de France.
Well, I hopped on the fix. Dre sent me off in front of his crib one day. Dre, I know you watching too, bro. Don't think I forgot. He sent me off on the fixie one day, and I'm like, bro, how do y'all ride this
How do
thing?
you ride this with no brakes, man? You just gotta hop off
And you have to keep pedaling to go
in order for it to go.
Like on a regulation bike, you can get up
build
to
up the
speed,
speed.
take your feet off, and just cruise. On the fixie, you do that, you cook. You might come
Flying
off
over
the front of
oh,
it.
shit.
Send me clean
As soon
off,
as you
Joe.
said that, it all clicked to me. It's like, oh, you could go flying over
That's
the
why
front
you
of
be,
the bike.
That's why you be seeing them studs when you see them riding on the street and on the fixie. That's why they be
And then they definitely kind of
yeah.
they
The
like,
stop
let me
game,
hop off this.
the
Yeah,
brakes you definitely under the Fred Flintstone Bedrock Act. Don't play yourself, bro.
Gino, I'm so happy you said that. So yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye out for the
Oh
technicalities.
yeah, like
in the new
Candace
world.
said, or just holler at Cuz. He'll Tucson or hot.
But
He'll take care of
I know how he get around. So
Straight up.
lo and behold, I peeped the brand that he had. I'm like, okay, let me peep what they got. So
you. Cuz probably got a $4,000 bike. Costs
Cuz,
more
what
than
you
a
working with,
used-
Cuz, man? We got to talk, Cuz.
Costs more than a used car.
Oh no, I can't. I'm not trying to do that.
Right, man.
But yeah, man. On that note, Gino, it was a fun weekend, but we got a few things to talk about, man.
Gotta make an adjustment real quick.
For sure, man.
I'm not Terrence Tomlin, Joe.
Swap the names. We're gonna swap them out like Jeezy.
I don't want to jag out Schmitty.
So
I guess I'm gonna just be T Tom right now.
DJ. Yeah, of course. We got extra hands. Thank you, DJ. But no, Gino, man, you did your thing at Wrigley over the weekend. The Sox are gonna be back in town for a homestand.
They starting tonight.
No, off day today.
Oh damn.
Exactly. It's been a few, but this is like this is the marathon now, like 7 games, and I don't think they got an off day for another couple weeks. So,
Okay.
On that note, though,
Off
Gino,
days for both squads.
yeah, and they got I think they got 1 or 2 double headers this week. So it's like
Wow.
7 or 9 games in like 5 days. You know what I mean? So
Well, good thing they made them 7-inning games. Them doubleheader 7 innings.
I low key appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Me
I
too.
don't mind the 7-inning double
Look up
headers,
at the
man.
end of at the end of the fourth, and you like, oh, this thing
Oh, yeah.
almost
Let's get
over.
this over with. Let's go ahead.
But when it's a 120 start, and then it's a 6:40 start,
Nah. That's you
game
ain't
be
leaving
over
till
at
11
4
at
o'clock.
midnight, bro.
good looking DJ.
But also, Gino, man, the NBA season is winding down.
Is this the last week?
This is the last week. Just a handful of games. I feel like the playoffs. I saw them running a commercial for the play-in series for the first time. They're pubbing it up now, and it just seems even more weird.
That
you know?
playoff, that play-in, that's some huff, man.
But you know what? I found a way to mess around and get excited for the play-in game, bro, because somebody's going to have to deal with Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And
I bet you, I'll tell you this, whoever got to play the Golden State Warriors, if you don't double that man the entire game and make somebody else beat y'all, it might be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in the history of basketball. Because there's just no way that if I got to beat this guy one time, this team one time,
just one.
he's not going to beat me, Joe.
Hey, the man has been in Game 7 situations, and honestly, bro, I don't know if I've seen him in this mode. Like
but this goes back to what we always said. Steph has never had to shoulder the entire load himself. So that was something. Remember, people thought I was hating, but I'm just like, bro,
just laying the facts
down.
Yeah,
I'm like, bro, Steph has never had to shoulder a load like a lot of other guys in the league. So I'm interested to see, and there's no excuses, because if he's the superstar he is, and I like Steph. Like, I think Steph is a game changer. He's a generational talent. He's the greatest shooter of all time, all of those things. But if he's that guy, then he's got to get his team to the playoffs. Now, they've instituted this play-in series, which is whatever. We're not Adam Silver. We're not NBA execs. We don't make the rules. So cool. It like you said, it adds an extra element, gives us more basketball to watch. I'm pretty sure it'll be fun to watch. So I'm just saying, Steph has to get the Golden State Warriors to the playoffs. I thought it was capable. That's why I said there's no excuses. If he's that guy, he gets them. They have a decent roster, Joe. They're not, but first of all, they're all NBA players.
But see, now that I feel like that's always where we kind of start to divert, because I don't think they have a playoff roster. You know what I mean? Like, that's not like.
So you think the Memphis Grizzlies got a better team than the Golden State Warriors?
Well, no, because they don't have Steph, and I feel like
that's my point.
But see, now that's the only reason Golden State is a playoff caliber team, right? Or
I agree.
Or a playoff level team.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Outside, and I wasn't sure in the West if just Steph would be enough to keep them afloat all year.
But it's not just Steph, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't, and I understand we've been around sports long enough, and we've played sports long enough. When you're the leader of the team, when you do well, you get the credit. When you don't, you get the backlash. So Steph has had an incredible season. But he's got help, Joe. He's got Draymond. Andrew Wiggins is still 18-7 on almost 50%. He's got help, but he's no doubt he's leading the charge.
See, I almost feel like I can't allow you to say that about Wiggins when I know
I don't like it.
He's been dogged like into the ground.
But who's dogging him? Because if you listen to the guys who call the games, Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Mike Breen, if you listen to the guys who call the game that know basketball and ain't just talking about, on the internet woofing, again, we all think Andrew Wiggins should be a lot better than he is, but let's not act like he don't average a dub on his life. Let's not act like Andrew Wiggins can't put up a 30-pack easily. Let's not act like Draymond ain't a Hall of Famer.
I mean, you give it to Draymond; he's elite defensively,
right?
You know what I mean,
and
he's the elite in the flow of the game. You know what I mean?
That's all I'm saying. There's no doubt who Steph is. We could put him out on the side. This his team.
See, exactly, because I just don't know if I want to give his supporting cast that much.
No,
credit.
not that much.
You know
credit.
what I mean?
No, we're gonna give them the credit that they deserve. Now, whether if you think it's this much credit and somebody else thinks it's this much and I think it's this much, whatever credit it is, give them their credit for being able to mold with Steph and be there when he needs them.
Now, here's something. I just want to throw this out there before we go into our first break. I've seen like the last 8 or 9 Golden State Warriors games. It's a small sample size, but man, Steph makes those guys better, Joe.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
Steph, I feel like Steph has took his playmaking ability to another level.
I agree.
And in some kind of crazy way has become even more dangerous offensively. Like,
I agree.
So I'm looking forward to that play-in game, because if they let Steph get loose, he don't need much. He don't need much. He may break somebody's heart.
Remember how the Pelicans did Dame when as soon as he thought about stepping over half court, boxing ones, triangle and twos, double teams, whatever we got to do. Because this guy ain't beating me today. That's what we got to do now. Again, like you said, this is Steph, so he could pull from 35.
100% healthy. Like, that's the whole – the man is
healthy.
The man is healthy, and I feel like I saw him and Steve Kerr talking before, like, one of the pregame sets, and it kind of looked like they was – because I think they was about to play OKC, and I think Steve Kerr was like –
50-pack in 3 quarters.
Yeah. But Steve Kerr's looking like, G, do you want to play? And Steve, and he looked like, G, I'm healthy as hell.
He's like, man,
put
Steve,
me in,
low
coach.
key, Steve, I gotta play.
Yeah, like,
we
come
can't.
on.
It's only a game and a half, maybe separating 7, 8, 9, and 10. So I
3
gotta
quarters.
play.
So I'm looking forward to that. When I don't know what the hell is going on in the East, you're gonna have to update me. Just hit me up when it's the Eastern Conference Finals time.
We can talk about that on the other side if you want to, man.
Let's do it, man. Let's jump into our first break, y'all. Y'all are kicking it with the bigs on the Sawyer. We'll be right back.
Yep.
WIFTBPM.
Since 2018, nearly 3,000 tax credit scholarships have been awarded to black students in Illinois to attend private schools that best fit their needs. Now, Governor Pritzker wants to slash this program. In a time of much uncertainty, we need greater equity in education for our families and children, not less. Call your state representative and senator and urge them to stand up for our kids and their future by supporting the Tax Credit Scholarship Program. For more information, visit empoweredillinois.org.
We all remember our life before COVID-19. The parades, the lakefront barbecues, taste of Chicago, the happy hours, and most importantly, loving those unforgettable moments with our friends and families. Getting Chicago vaccinated is what will make the activities we miss safe for everyone. So let's get back to it, Chicago. Let's come together to end this pandemic. Find your vaccine at chi.gov/COVIDvax.
Mellow finesse, calm and collected. You know what I'm talking about? Bitch nigga disrespect, till a bitch nigga disrespect. Finesse crew, finesse clan. Not here. All you hang hoes drop dead. Add up, add mo. Count money, smoke dope. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, ho. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke. Not no more. Count money, smoke dope. That's what I do the most. Add up, add mo. That's what I do the most. Styling on you, ho. That's what I do the most. Remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. My mother and my bro, they who I do it for. Remember sharing clothes, sleeping on the floor. Wake me up for Sunday Bible school, but I ain't wanna go. Time I wasted cause I was confused, but I ain't no more. Ain't no basement, washing out my clothes. My fingers cold, fucking on different races of hoes. They don't wanna go, ain't trading places, Usher Raymond them hoes. Fuck them on the floor, get your paper, that's all I was told. Since I was a shorty, riding around, trying to sell my weed. That's so important, ran down, took a sip of that lean, and now I'm snoring. Watch your mouth, before your lips, land by your Jordans. That was once, all the time, cause I couldn't afford them. I be high, like a plane, like where we going, can't switch sides, in my lane, I know where I'm going, times change, came a long way, from saving quarters, all desire, surrounding me, I should live in the forest, count money, smoke dope, that's all I do the most, add up, add mo, that's what I do the most, styling on you hoes, that's what I do the most, remember I was broke, but I ain't no more, count money, smoke dope, that's what I do the most, add up, add mo, that's what I do the most, styling on you hoes, that's what I do the most, remember I was broke, but I ain't no more. Mellow finesse, come collect till a bitch nigga disrespect. Finesse crew, not here. Are you hating those? Drop dead. Now we stepping right over you, motherfucker.
A1. Yes, sir, I like how that sound right there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of inspirational. It's like everybody got a goal. They're trying to reach your life. They're trying to live, man. Be bumps in the road. You got to keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? If it don't kill you, it make you strong. You know what I'm saying? My story right here. Yeah. It takes a special kind of mind to grind and work from the bottom and climb up the ladder of success in time. It doesn't matter what the test is. Every step is another level till I step in. That's the next in line, no question. I'm considered one of the best. My whole life invested in holding mics and sketching rhymes. You guessed it. I'm on mine, still restless. Yes, even pressed up my records on my own dime. As many battles I blew
breath there. And open mics I blessed. I'll never be labeled an overnight success. Passing out CDs, doing shows for free. Then jabbing Bo to eat so that my soul can speak over these soulful beats that's so cold to me. Like the breeze in the shower, we be posted deep. All the prices that I paid, the sacrifices I made, it'll all come to life one day, someday. Just be patient, man. Bumps and road ain't nothing. Rotate, doesn't stop, no. Check it out, look. I remember it like yesterday, trying to get my record played at a radio station where they play hits for days. Having a conversation with this lady I'm facing while she making a statement made for me. She said, look, it's too many words in your hook. You need to work on your look. For what it's worth, I never took her words personal. But at first I wasn't certain though if she knew my words are personal and not just verses and books. Until the curtain closes, this is my version of what I know. Learning in first person till I blow, and still I know how it feels to know I'm the deal. Did you still feel like a deal is just right, or a deal just might still add to my appeal? But they won't know I'm real till I touch my first million, right? I'ma chill till my bars is felt and play my hand with the cards I'm dealt, and that's the plan till it's solved itself. Shop music without lots of loot to maneuver and make moves with, so I stay in tune with my pursuit. Fuck trying to recoup, I'm trying to juke and move units. The truth is I'm used to excuses dudes give, like you can do what I do, food and prove it. Walk in my shoes then, I'm used to goofy producers and cools that try to misuse you quick. Why you got it confused? If you think it's about groupie chicks and interviews in a mix, it ain't got ghouly, but I truly got the tools to overcome obstacles, including this music biz. I'ma shine like jewels, unlike these Rubik's Cube dudes with all this.
We are back on the soil, talking a little bit of NBA, man, because the season is coming to an end.
Man, we got our boy Reese the Ruler in the building. DJ, what up, Joe?
Yes, sir.
I'm a little sad, man. You know, Gene told me all fucking NBA don't, rely on the Bulls. And I was like, no, he was like, and they ain't gonna make it.
See what he did.
He told me. He told me, and I didn't listen.
See what he did, man. Now we wasn't trying to talk about the Bulls today, bro. Even though they on a 3, 4, however many since Zach LaVine been back winning streak.
Yeah.
Who cares? Because I don't. And it's Bulls or nothing for me. I'm Chicago or nothing. But I don't care.
But see, I feel like, when we talk about the Bulls, the first thing that clouds our mind, honestly, is how they played after the trade deadline. They lost a few games, but here's what I realized in watching Zach over the last couple of games. Man, he was hurt. Yeah, I mean, he was hurt after that trade deadline. And honestly,
you mean hurt like physically?
Like, yeah, he was.
Or his heart like?
No, he was hurt physically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, he ended up I know the protocol and everything, but didn't he have some issues with
his ankle?
His ankle and all of that.
Yeah.
I think he looks a lot more fresh. And honestly, that bounces all the way back, and he didn't have that before he went out the first time. You know what I mean? I feel like he was lagging.
He was. I mean, Billy said it. He's like, man, and Zach is one of them guys. I like Zach. I mean, can't even front. I like Zach. We've been around Zach for a minute, so Zach is cool. I think he's grown every year. I still want to know if you think he's a max player or not.
See, and that's why I made sure I watched the last few games, because I'm like, all right, he got Vooch here. His athleticism with a big guy, shouldn't that be impactful on this team?
But they're two ends of the court. And I ain't saying Zach got to be Kawhi Leonard or Ron Artest.
Because no way.
And Vooch ain't got to be
Tim Duncan.
Timmy D, or the Dream.
No.
But you have to have a defensive identity to matter. Mm-hmm. And I was on this, so the Knicks played, this was Friday, so I don't know what day it was. So I get this message on Twitter that says, join this chat. And then it says, RJ Barrett sucks. So it's my guy. It's our guy Christian. Christian, I forgot his name on Twitter, but not that Christian, but the other Christian. D Rose. Boy Chris. Yeah, Chris.
Of course.
So he started some chat on Twitter that I had no idea existed, that you could do this on Twitter. So it's like it's not Clubhouse, but it's like Clubhouse. So it's like
the Spaces.
It's Spaces. I think that's what it's called. So I accepted. So it's like 10 guys in here, and they just. So I hit Chris on the DM like, bro, what is this thing that I just got? He was like, nah, just join, bro. We just talking hoops. So I get in there, and I just put it on list, because you can put it on listener or speaker or whatever. So I just put it on listener. I'm playing MLB The Show, so I'm just listening to them talking. They talking about the Knicks, just Knicks. After about 15 minutes, bro, I chimed in. I said, hey, man, let me ask y'all
I'm about to say the Knicks is this, yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question, please. Let's just stop here. Is anybody in this chat from New York? Number one.
No, those are all D Rose fans. Like
I said, okay. I just wanted to get it, because why is there so much Knicks talk going on? Because Chris hates RJ Barrett. You know how BC feels about RJ Barrett. They think he's a bum. RJ Barrett is cool with me. I understand who he is. It's up to him to understand who he is on that team. I think Tibbs has done a good job of helping him realize it. But it was just so much Knicks talk, but it was because of D Rose. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. We all love D Rose just as much as anybody else. But back to how it started.
You're definitely going to get all the Knicks.
I'm like, man, the Knicks are huff. I said, but the reason why I was like, the Knicks are huff, but I said the reason why the Knicks are capable is because of their defense.
Oh, yeah.
Like Julius Randle gets buckets. Like sometimes he be a little OC, but he got a motor. He gets buckets. We know who D Rose is, the mid-range killer. Oh, the mid-range game, for all you hoopers that's watching, you can still play the NBA game with a mid-range.
The man is an artist out there. Shout out to him and DeMar DeRozan, honestly.
Love DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, yeah. DeMar DeRozan, the mid-range, oh, my God.
Even still, the Kawhi, Paul George, all the KD, Kyrie, all those guys, Dame, all those, Steph, they got mid-range game.
You know what blows me real quick, because it comes to D Rose and his style of game, is that you can't stop that. You know what I mean? Like, if this man want to rise up on you from the free throw line, what are you going to do about it?
But D Rose is the only guy in the league that plays that way.
They don't understand.
Floaters,
like, how can you defend that, bro?
To the racks, the dimes.
Westbrook.
He don't play like that, though. He don't play. He don't.
A lot of middies.
Oh no, yeah, he's a mid-range guy. No doubt. I was just meant to like the style that D Rose has developed since he had to play below the rim. Like he'll float you going left, right, from the side, from the middle, from the top. He got the mid-range pull-up. He'll still go upstairs. He might not bang you, but he got a butter roll. The dimes, though. The pace of the game, the way he controls the game, and the dimes. Like, that's how you were taught.
The man can see everything.
He got 5 eyes. Like, so, but back to that, I was just saying the reason why the Knicks can compete is because of their defense.
Okay.
And that's what you have to have in the NBA. It's a Tibbs stamp. You got to be able to defend at some point in the game. You can't rely to get a stop at the end. You can't just turn it on. So you have to have that identity. So I think that's where the Knicks are, but that's where the Bulls aren't. And with Vooch and Zach, they're just not defensive guys.
That's real. Every time the Knicks get done playing somebody, you hear their opponent say, you know what? That defense, though. You know what I mean? They like, Tibbs got them guys playing the right way. I think CP3 said that every time they played the Knicks this year, it felt like a playoff game. So that is the level you have to play at, man. If you don't necessarily have all the talent, you got to leave it all on the floor, man. And that, honestly, I don't know if that's just coaching or the type of players you have. But the Bulls definitely, I feel like, rely way more on their offense than their defense. And that's just the kind of new age you dig. You know?
Well, when you can score 115 and 120 but give up 125.
It don't matter, Man,
I saw the Pacers get beat by somebody 159 to 120.
The Pacers don't care anything about defense, G. Like, they might as well just
Olay.
And that's pretty much how they play. Like, I feel like most of the defenses in the East really don't even care at all about defense, bruh.
So check this out. I want to go back to some of these comments that we got before we left. So Chris Williams, shout out to Chris. Chris says Draymond is just as important as Steph. Then is this you, DJ, that says he's more important if you ask me?
I want to hear the rationale behind it, DJ. Let me know what you think.
Facilitator, like if you can just watch a game, he's the one that's probably doing all the little fake handoffs and trying to get Steph open. Like he's the creator. He's like the
orchestrator. He's going like this.
Like I told him, like I told everybody, I'm a LeBron fan, and I told him that ring when they came back 3-1. I'm a LeBron fan. I don't know what he did, how he bought it, but I said you take Draymond Green out that game. If Draymond played Game 6 that year, it's a wrap. Like he's that important.
But he got suspended.
Was that the year that was the year Cleveland won?
He kicked somebody in the face.
He kicked LeBron in the nutsack.
But he kept doing that. Remember,
LeBron was
like
sick
the
at the
third or fourth time
man.
he did.
He looked at the like
again.
But he just like for that team, he's the the voice of that team. When he's out on that court, he makes a difference. Like as you can see, he ain't even a point guard. He's the center, and he's out there with 18 assists.
Me and T had this same talk. Remember, we had this talk about a month and a half ago, and I said the exact same thing you did. And I'm saying, but this isn't taking. It's not taking nothing away from Steph, Joe. You need, back to what I said, this is the same Joakim Noah D Rose situation.
Like to say that he's more important than Steph, though, is taking something.
Okay, that's
taking something away from Steph. Yeah, I feel like in order to say Draymond.
I didn't say, exactly. Now, I didn't say he was more important, but I said people don't give him enough credit for who he is to the team.
Right. When it comes to Steph, the clip that he pours in his offense, like the man...
Man, that man was 11 for 21 from three.
That's what I'm saying.
11 for 21 from three the other night.
The clip that I'm just saying, he just
21 threes, bro.
And there was a night where he went 1 from 11 too.
He got a couple of them nights.
You live by it, you die by it.
If that gun ain't firing, then what else can you give me? That's why I'm trying to say.
I feel like even with Steph, that's what we've seen. It's like the universal rule. You live by a 3, you die by it. Sure. You know what I mean? I don't care how wicked you are. You know what I mean? But this man is so efficient right now. Like this man, like again, one of the mid-range guys who who is stopping Steph going to the rim?
I'm putting my whole team on that man in the play-in game. Boy, you not beating
right
me.
Now it's LA that's supposed to play against him.
And who in the world?
Okay. Damn, but if LeBron would be right now it would be the Lakers against Golden State. Oh, they
which I don't understand, like because in the play-in tournament it's the 7, 8, 9, and the
7, 8, 9, and 10. So is it 7 and 8?
So 7 plays 10, right?
No, 7 and 8. Yeah,
and 9 plays 10. That's ridiculous,
sense, right?
And then the best of those two meet, right?
And so the like whoever lose, so like if you are so 7 and 8 is kind of like the reason why they play is so like whoever wins that game is the 7th seed.
Right.
So now that person that lost, if you are 7 to 8, you get a second chance
right.
to get that 8
to play that next. So you play the loser.
2 games.
Okay.
You know, so like basically, and if you 9-10, you have to win 2 games to win. So the winner of 7 to 8 is the 7th seed, and then it's the next one for that 8th seed.
Okay.
Like right now it's LeBron.
So the Lakers and Golden State would be that 7 versus 8 matchup right now.
And it's looking like that's what it's gonna be, period. Like it's real.
Yeah, I ain't betting on Steph.
There ain't enough games left.
LeBron and AD against the Warriors, they ain't letting the Warriors beat them. I would love to see Steph knock them people off.
And you see, you got the LeBron report today.
No, I didn't.
The man says that he's feeling excellent. He's had 2 high-intensity workouts over the last 2 days.
This is the same guy that said he would never be 100% healthy again.
Dog, I laughed this morning. I'm like, this man LeBron,
I'm a LeBron fiend, but I'm telling you, he's a drama queen, and it be pissing me.
It's so dramatic, bro.
How many times you done hooped and rolled your ankle and you done win?
All the time.
How many times you done, and then went right back out there?
Just laced them up a little tighter.
All this money, all these, you know what I'm saying, doctors, you trying to tell me that ankle sprain is that bad?
That man, I'm 18 in. We smoked right now. I'ma just chill. Exactly. Wherever we still gonna make it, whether it's play in or not, we gonna make it. I'm gonna make sure I'm real nice and decent. Don't let AD start getting back.
You missed like 10 weeks, bro. Go ahead and get your feet back. I'm gonna chill.
And then I'll be worried about AD, man. Like, this is the same AD we've watched since he was at Perspectives. I mean, obviously he wasn't the player he was then that he is now, but just watching him over his career.
Kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Every time he goes up and falls, I'm like, AD, you fall way too much, bro.
We'll see. He falls, but also he's one of them dudes that just gives up his body a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he goes to the rim like a smaller player and just ends up giving up his body. He dives for loose balls. You know what I mean? The man is gonna stay banged up. You know what I mean?
I don't want that from AD. Every time AD goes up, I'm like, then when he goes down, I'm like,
gee, every time he goes down, I'm sitting there like trying to make sure he good. I'm like, gee, is he gonna get up? Like,
yeah, like
is he
he
good?
Just rolled his ankle with like 2 games ago
against Portland, but then it was back spasms.
Right? Oh my God, that's what. Yes. That.
I'm
so
like,
what was that?
Where he rolled his ankle, and you see him, and they report is back spasm. I was done. I say this is the LeBron James school of acting right here.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is fake.
Yeah, he
They
shot
know
the
what time
jumper.
it is.
He shot the jumper and faded back and hit the little back, the little table, the scorer's table, but rolled his ankle. And then you saw him like tying his shoe up, but then he wasn't back. He didn't come back in the game. And then the report from the locker room was he's having back spasms. So I'm like,
when did he do that?
That's the old Woo-Wapti. That's the we control the narrative. So it's like, hey man, we know you done had ankle problems your whole career. Let's not even give him a chance to get that. You got back spasms, G.
And you can't go in. You know what I mean? So yeah. I feel like that's the
No, actually it wasn't against Portland. Because they played Portland the next night, and he was there. It was I was watching that game.
I don't know who, but they got whooped though.
They got whooped. Andre Drummond was looking like a bum.
Gee, Andre Drummond
is a bum.
You know what? He just put in a role to be like he's not a
he's
number
not
one guy.
he's not playing in Cleveland or Detroit where he was where it was like he got to get 19 and 19.
I told you I watched that whole Suns versus Lakers game last night. In the fourth quarter, this man Andre Drummond missed a wide open layup. Nobody.
Why is he laying the ball up?
First of all, you got to dunk that. First of all, but then when he missed it, he got his own rebound.
Don't tell him he missed again.
Was it Crawford?
Jay Crowder.
Yeah, Jay Crowder had fell and stripped him while he was laying on his back, dog. While he was on the ground, stripped Andre Drummond trying to go up for the layup again. And I'm like, please get this bum out off my TV right now. Gee, I never seen anything like that.
Yeah, he's playing a different role. Like he's not that guy that he was again in Cleveland and Detroit where
you running some things through him.
Yeah, you kind of run some things through him. You kind of get him involved. Now he's just, the way they play, it's like a lot of screen and roll, high post stuff. He's not AD. He can't score in the high post. He's not a facilitator. He don't have good vision. He's really just a guy that's at the rim. So he looks out of place in LA, and he looks like a bum.
I gotta say it, Gino, because I thought about you and I saw the tweet. He tweets, and one of his last tweets.
You said Andre Drummond tweets?
Yeah, he tweets.
He's a tweet. Okay,
and he responded to somebody coming at his head. They was like, big bro, please tell me what has gotten stronger, what you've gotten stronger at, in your time in the NBA. And
don't tell me put the paper. Don't tell me you went to the boss talk.
No. He said, my faith in God.
Right.
And I was like, shout out Andre Drummond.
Andre, I feel you, because I wish you would. Because it's the same thing I be telling Mars, man, Denzel a bum, man, get your guy. I'm like, yeah, you can call me a bum too for $5 million a year.
I'm in the league.
Yeah, I don't care what you say.
You was just watching me hoop. You know what I mean?
So getting back to Steph. Steph is averaging, so it was between him and Bradley Beal right now. I think Steph might be in the lead for maybe like 0.5 points or something.
Okay.
But Steph is averaging 32, 6, and 6, shooting 49% from the field and shooting 43% from 3 and shooting 92 from the line. So he's not going to make 50, 40, 90, but he's damn close.
Yo, he's averaging 6 rebounds too.
5.5 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 31.9 points. So 32, 6, and 6. 48.7 from the field, 49. 42.9 from the 3, that's 43. 91.6 from the free throw.
That's a hell of a season.
It is. 60 games. I think what is like 4 games left?
Yeah, and
he missed 6
them
games.
Early games.
6, 7 games.
Yeah, and those were early, So, man, bro, like honestly, I didn't know Steph was doing it like that. My God,
killing. And then in the West, the Jazz 1, Phoenix 2, LA Clippers 3, Denver 4, Dallas 5, Portland 6, Lakers 7, Warriors 8, Grizzlies 9, Memphis 10. So it's looking like that'll be set. New Orleans, Sacramento, Minnesota, OKC, Houston to finish it out. So those bums will be on the outside.
Yo, the West is up for grabs, man.
So it looks like the Spurs will finish 10th because they're a game and a half over New Orleans. Zion Williamson is out with a broken finger, so they cook. The Grizzlies are 2 games ahead of the Spurs. The Warriors and the Grizzlies now, they're half a game apart.
They're half a game apart now.
Yep.
Okay.
The Grizzlies are down a half a game. The Lakers are still 3 games ahead of Golden State. So it's looking like Portland. I know the Mavericks are 5. The top is looking like it's set. Jazz, Suns, Clippers, Nuggets at 1 through 4.
Okay.
Dallas is 5. So Dallas is a game ahead of Portland. Dallas has the strength of schedule left. They easily could win their last 4 games with no problem. 3-1 at the least. So it's looking like they'll stay 5. Portland had a pretty tough strength of schedule left. I think they got to play Phoenix, Denver, and somebody else. But you never know what Portland team you're going to get. So it's looking like this thing is going to be set right here. The Warriors and the Grizzlies are probably the closest at half a game. I don't know that strength of schedule going out, but if it stays like this, it's the Lakers and Warriors and the Grizzlies and Spurs in those play-in games. That should be interesting, man.
You know what? The Grizzlies and the Spurs, that I feel like that would be a really, really good matchup, man. The Spurs, they play that. They're still playing that Spurs kind of basketball. They got DeJounte Murray over there.
Who was I just watching? Oh, they was playing Portland. Yeah, they didn't look too good that night. But, yeah, catch a pop team. You never know.
Was that Saturday they played?
Saturday,
yeah
they kind of beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I really wouldn't want to run into a Spurs team that just got to win 1 or 2 games.
Period.
A matchup in a series against a Pop squad, fully healthy. Pop likes to rest his guys. So I think Jakob Hurdle and, like you said, Giante and Kenyon or whatever his name is from Kentucky, they got a decent squad. DeMar.
Yeah, Rudy Gay is still over there.
Yeah. And then Memphis.
Of course, you got Ja and Valanciunas. You know what I mean? And that's the core right there.
Dylan Brooks is decent.
Dylan Brooks, and you got old boy that just came back, Jaren
Jackson. Yeah.
But honestly, I don't know if Ja is ready yet. You know what I mean? I feel like he has more highlights than anything.
And look, let's take our noon break because when we come back on the other side, you segued it right there because I wanted to get into this.
Top 5.
Is Ja Morant, and we all know this, he's not, but I want let's just put it out there for the people. Is Ja Morant a top 5 point guard in the NBA? If I was Ja, I would say I was top 5. You should. But no, he's not.
We're going to talk about that.
So yeah, man, you're on the soil with the bigs. We'll be back in a few minutes.
WIFTBPM.
You're listening to I Said What I Said with Toussaint Warner and Herb Howard. We have a very, very special guest, man, joining us on today's show.
Walter Beach, he's my godfather and one of 2 of the dopest black men I've met in my entire life.
This is how I always introduce myself. I'm black in attitude, I'm black in behavior, I'm black in belief and thought, and I'm African in spirit. I accept and acknowledge the fact of my African self being intuitively and have developed the cognitive strength to function as a black man in America. As an African black man, my hypocrisy manifests as silent rage. I must decide what my relationship to racism will be. Only I can say when and where I enter my manhood with quiet, undisputed dignity, without violence or special patronage, asking no quarters and giving no quarters. When and where I enter, I take with me my people. That's what the sovereignty that Toussaint was talking about means to me. I'm a sovereign human being. And like he was talking about in that point that we made, and I'm going to start when we was talking about all of our species demands to be free. They may not have the power to prevent it, but they just demands it. And that's what they do. That's what the struggle is about.
Since 2018, nearly 3,000 tax credit scholarships have been awarded to black students in Illinois to attend private schools that best fit their needs. Now, Governor Pritzker wants to slash this program. In a time of much uncertainty, we need greater equity in education for our families and children, not less. Call your state representative and senator and urge them to stand up for our kids and their future by supporting the Tax Credit Scholarship Program. For more information, visit empowerillinois.org.
We all remember our life before COVID-19. The parades, the lakefront barbecues, taste of Chicago, the happy hours, and most importantly, loving those unforgettable moments with our friends and families. Getting Chicago vaccinated is what will make the activities we miss safe for everyone. So let's get back to it, Chicago. Let's come together to end this pandemic. Find your vaccine at shy.gov/COVIDvax.
Hey yo, my music is addictive to the user. I let the rush soothe them, they tune in, then I school them. They said, homie, this shit ain't real, it's just illusions used to fool men, women and child to confusion. Start running wild, changing views when niggas think they winning when they losing. Caught up in movements, moving foolish, letting life fool them, betting they life losing, trying to better their life when vice moving. Cruising, grabbing clicks and cruising, bagging chicks and dudes off tips with slick maneuvers, turn OGs to broke thieves and hungry crooks. Stand sideways, my way, giving me funny looks. That's why I hide my money in books. They scared to learn, allergic to words, swerving towards murderous curves. In the dark, working the curve. I'ma still shine cause I'm the light and I'ma burn to my purpose to serve. Knowledge is power and ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge is to maintain a balance between your soul and the body and control. It's the science. Knowledge is power and ignorance is bliss. It's the wisdom that shines through the visions of the mist. The main challenge is to maintain a balance between your soul and the body and control. It's the science. Pussy on the brain, T-bone steaks, a pint of dog, light in the jaw, pushing cane on the paper, writing bars. Lines are similar, the scars that run deep. I've been involved in the race since the beginning, running these streets like Kenyans when it was dark with no heat. Used to spar with the stars before I nod to sleep. I hardly speak, it's hard for me, but all I see from the broads and the cars on this darkened street, parts of me from the heart is hard and Mars was deep, starving for the part when we would start to eat.
We are back on the soil. The sound sounds so beautiful, don't you agree?
Man, shout out to the great ML. DJ, man, DJ, what you got going on back there, man? DJ pulling the ML out the cut. That's some ML I ain't heard in a minute on the soil, man.
Yes, sir. That's what I had to say. It sounds so beautiful, don't you agree?
Yes, sir, man. Shout out to the family members rocking with the brothers in the building, man. We appreciate y'all. You know I got to let y'all know the rules, man. It's after 12, so I got to drop this science on y'all. Make sure y'all smash them like buttons, smash them share buttons, hit the comment section, join the conversation like y'all always do, man. Our comment section be lit up. Y'all keep the comment section live, man. We appreciate it. And again, it's all about ownership over here at the What's in It for the Black People Media Network, man. When you rocking with the Maze Jackson Show, or you rocking with the Book of Dawn, or you rocking with I Said What I Said, or you rocking with Reese the Ruler and Toy.
Yes.
On We Code Wednesdays, man. Y'all crazy, Joe. Like sometimes I be having to turn the volume down, bro. I was in the press box the other day. Let me tell you, bro. I'm glad you're here. I was in the
you gave them the
bro.
information.
I was in the press box the other day.
At Wrigley Field.
At Wrigley Field, only nigga in the press box. I'm switching because I had y'all on my computer. And I was listening to MLB TV on my phone. So I wanted to switch. So I accidentally took my headphones out of the computer because I usually hit mute. Because I
already know I've done it before. And all type of lyrics and yeah.
DJ was wilding. I'm pretty sure that if whoever in the press box, they didn't say nothing to me, but I know they heard about 30 seconds of We Code Wednesdays, and you was wilding. But I was thoroughly enjoying every last bit of the conversation, man.
That was like for your ears only.
Yeah, man. I really like Week Ho Wednesday, Joe. Y'all got a cracker. Y'all, you and Toy, y'all got a good
y'all got some
good
chemistry.
report going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. So shout out to Week Ho
man.
Wednesday,
Appreciate
man.
that, man. We trying.
Nah, keep it going, Joe.
I need to have y'all on that one time.
Come on, man. We know some Weak Hoes.
I need a pseudonym or something. I'm gonna come in.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, he can't be T Tom, and I can't be. Maybe I could be. No, I can't be the God on.
Yeah,
on
we'll come up. We come up with some wrestling names or something.
Wrestling names, some man, Rey Mysterio names come in.
Oh man,
let's go.
So DJ wasn't here
for the top wrestler conversation.
So we did our top 5 wrestlers of all time Friday.
Okay.
And I don't know if we need to rehash our 5, but we need to know your top 5 wrestlers of all time before we get back to the NBA conversation.
They gotta go. Well, number 1 to me is Stone Cold.
You had Stone Cold and The Rock, right?
They was tied
And
at
then
the top.
The Rock
for me.
is my number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Rock is my number 2. And then I got to go number 3, Ultimate Warrior. I was an
Wow.
Ultimate Warrior
Nice.
fan.
Okay.
Bro, yeah, let's get it.
Bret Hart. You know, you can either switch, you know what I'm saying, like I was them. And then for some strange reason, I don't know. He like one of like the greatest one, but I love to, see Razor Ramon wrestle. I don't know what it is about
Man,
him,
Joe,
you know
you
what
are
I'm saying?
the
I don't
only the
even
second
know.
person to mention Razor Ramon, Joe.
Yo, when he come in that toothpick,
That
he
two, he was
just
two player, wasn't he?
Yeah, he just knew it was
See,
business.
DJ, how old are you? Like 30?
33.
See, so
Yeah.
you in the middle.
Yeah, I grew up
So
in
you
that.
get a little bit of my school, you got a little bit of the T school, but
All
you
of
like
it.
right in the
All
middle.
of
I
it.
could tell by those picks that you like right there in the middle. Cause mine were all old school guys, and his was all not new school because it's obviously
But
a
after
newer
your
school
era.
than there. But yeah, it was like that era, the Stone Cold Rock. So mine was one for me was Hulk Hogan.
See, but that's what the man got a leg drop, bro. I'm confused on how he's the greatest.
It wasn't even a leg drop though.
You
The
put me
leg
on
drop
game
was
with
Huff.
that, bro.
When you think about
I'm
it, the
like,
leg
nah.
drop was Huff. No, the leg drop was the Huffest part of the
Buzz is
Hulk.
out
Joe.
cold after the
But
leg
he
drop.
did, but he did. But Hulk Hogan as a pioneer.
That's what I'm saying.
for
That's
sure,
why
for
the
sure.
Hulkster was like
For
the
sure.
He's
inch,
an
like he
OG,
was
G.
it for like I said, the 24-inch pythons,
Yo,
brother.
I've been laughing at that all week. You say your prayers.
Say your prayers and eat your vitamins so you
So
can
you
get
get
these
24-inch
24-inch pythons, brother.
Yes, sir.
So the Hulkster was one.
Please, Lord, let me get my
Please,
24-inch
let me
python.
get these 20. I'm eating my vitamins. I'm telling you, the Hulkster had a whole demo that came with his wrestling character. It had a videotape. It had a cassette tape that you could play to pump you up. The Hulkster, number 1. Number 2, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Number 3, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 4, the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. And number 5 was a tie. What was it? Jake the Snake, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
And
I thought about it.
And who else was it?
Von Erichs.
Oh, yeah, my boy Kerry Von Erich. Now, that's before, that's the 80s.
All right, okay.
Like, that was my introduction to wrestling, to Von Erich. So I had to show all my guys some love.
Macho Man was my man too. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's it. You don't even have to fake it.
Right
You don't even have to fake the
Like he
voice.
finna pop a blood vessel every time he talk. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then your 5 was
Who was number 5? Was it Mankind? I think I went. Damn, I can't remember who was my 5, but I know I went Mankind, the
the
Godfather,
Godfather, right?
Oh, you
Shawn Michaels, The Rock and Stone Cold.
The Godfather with the most players because right before he came and fight you, he gave you an offer. Listen to me.
I'm trying to tell you. You see that honey right there?
You could take both of them with you and we can walk out.
Trying to tell you, it was going to be a show.
I was like, pick the women. Like,
Of course, he's going to pick.
I told him, I was like, Val Venus and the Godfather had a feud for they women at one point. It was like, if I win, you can have all of them. I mean, if you win, you can have all of them.
If I win, then I take yours.
Yeah, exactly. We'll swap it out kind of thing.
yeah.
And it lasted for a while, but yeah.
Wrestling.
Godfather
We
was
had
in
a
mine.
whole, we started on Wednesday because that new series is out, that A&E, that biography series because I think Booker T was on yesterday. He was good. So they got Booker T, Macho Man, Roddy Piper. So we started with that, and then the conversation took off. All the comments, people was talking about their favorite wrestlers. So Friday, it was actually Monday because we wasn't on Wednesday, and our homework assignment for the people were come back with your top 5 wrestlers of all time, but then we wasn't on Wednesday, so we came back Friday, and we had the conversation. So people was talking about their top 5, so.
Yeah, Mankind was always good, but you know what? You know what Mankind kind of blew me as 1 year in a World Rumble. He got to be Mankind, Dude Love, and Cactus.
That's what who else said?
Cactus Jack.
Y'all was saying, y'all they talked about that on. I think Ron was talking about that on Friday.
Yeah, Joe. So yeah, I remember that where he definitely got eliminated. It didn't Dude Love win or something like that?
No, he didn't win at all.
Okay. All of them got tossed out.
Herb said his top 4 is the same as yours.
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Damn.
Yo, who did Booker T start with? He was with
a group in the WCW. I forgot.
Yeah.
What he was with. Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah, but he was in a group. It's just like how the Rock was with the Nation.
Yeah, I'm picturing like 3 dudes with Booker T with the box high top.
So Reese said the Hulkster is number 1, no question. That's how you know he from my era. Then he said the Junkyard Dog. I love the JYD. Rick, I guess he's talking about Ric Flair, the Macho Man, and then he said his number 5. And again, like I said, you're going to always leave somebody a classic guy out that could have been easily top 5. Easily. The Iron Sheik, Joe.
Again and again, for sure.
The Camel Clutch. The finishing moves.
The Camel Clutch.
Maybe that's need to be our next one, the top 5.
Well, I know.
Okay.
Hulk Hogan not going to be.
Oh, no, the Hulkster's cooked.
He's out of
the
this
leg
one.
drop might be the toughest. But see, the Hulkster was like 340, so I guess it's like if you see a 340-pound leg coming across
like
the neck.
Yeah, real talk.
You know, I understood it, but yeah, that was one of the toughest finishing moves of all time. But the Hulkster, you know, he'll pick you up and throw you over his head.
Now that, I mean, like anything like that was dope, but it's a few from my era. I feel like, yeah, bro.
Okay, so this is what we gonna do, because we got to get back to the Ja Morant conversation. Wednesday's homework assignment. DJ, we need you on here, even though you probably won't be you'll be getting ready for your show Wednesday, but we need you to tap in on the soil Wednesday. Top 5 finishing wrestling moves of all time for Wednesday. That's the people's homework assignment for Wednesday. We need your top 5 all-time finishing moves in wrestling history. Now it's a bunch of moves out there.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm seeing all kind of violent moves in my head at once.
Some you tried on your little cousins.
All of them I tried on my little cousins.
I got 3 in my head right now that I know gotta make it, and I'm not giving them away. It's like I dunked. Remember we had our top 5 favorite dunks?
Oh, yeah.
It's like that. You know, if I give one away, you know, y'all might try to steal it. But we from different eras, so I'm pretty sure. And it would be dope if we could show the moves.
We got to have some video to it.
We going to get flagged?
We'll talk it over with the powers that be.
Okay.
To see what we can get in. But I think we do got to have some video for that one.
Top 5 finishing moves of all time. Wednesday's episode of On the Soil. I need y'all in the building on Wednesday, man.
Yes, sir. I'm over here like taking notes now. I'm like, all right, yeah. That one almost really hurt my brother. I got to put that one on. Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to it, man.
What we got? Are we talking Ja Morant?
Is Ja Morant
a
top 5 point guard in the NBA? Is okay, he's not. Okay. Is Ja Morant a top 8?
Who are the top 5 point guards then? Like,
I mean, I can name 5 in any order that's better than Ja. Then there's no disrespect to Ja. Let's get it twisted.
This is just
what it is. This is TV.
Go ahead, let me hear him. Like Steph,
Dame, Russ,
Kyrie.
We gonna throw James Harden in there?
No, see, not now. See,
I just his name popped up.
Hey, that's my like.
Did we say Kyrie?
Yeah, Steph, Dame, Russ, Kyrie.
He moves like a point guard, honestly. You know what I mean?
I mean, but like he's a point guard on the Nets. Like he is the Nets point guard. So is he a point guard?
What was he in Houston? He was averaging 10 assists. He had the ball all the time. Who was they point? Who was they?
So what's Draymond? He got the ball all the
Steph
time.
is the point guard.
Center.
He's a point forward. Draymond is a point forward.
But I mean,
I'm saying, what was James Harden in Houston? Who was the point guard in Houston?
He was a shooting guard. I can't even remember. He was a shooting. What you call it? They just traded him. He had 2 point guards. He had Westbrook a year before.
Who did he have before Westbrook?
I think it was Pat Beverly, right? And then ain't that where he come from? On Rockets?
Yeah, Pat was in Houston, but he been in LA for a couple.
He played the 2 guard.
Okay,
and
but
then he just switched over. Like you said, these last few years, like he did.
So right now, we count James Harden as a point guard. Yes or no? Kyrie said he's the point guard. Okay,
in the top point guards in the league.
I mean, he would have to be if he is. There's no doubt, James. If he's a point guard, James Harden is top 5 point guard.
I feel like I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, you probably do have to say,
okay,
he's one of the top
let's
point
do it
guards,
like we
bro.
did in football when we was talking about the
down
quarterbacks.
divisions and
The Jazz is
Donovan
Ja better
Mitchell.
than Mike Conley?
Yes.
I'm gonna let you have that, but I'm not going that far.
I just looked at
Ja's
Phoenix. Is
not
Ja
better than Michael Conley?
Yes, he is. But remember last
All
time
right.
we was talking about the All-Star selection.
Right. That's why I said I'm gonna let y'all have that one. I'm not gonna argue that one. I'm not gonna argue that one. But give me Mike Conley. Phoenix. Is
Time out, bro. Mike, you taking Mike Conley
right now?
No.
We ain't talking about career-wise right now. You got Michael Conley.
Would I rather have Mike Conley running my team, or would I rather have Ja Morant running my team?
Right now.
I might rather have Mike Conley running my team.
You don't think the Jazz would be better with Ja Morant as opposed to Mike Conley?
No way.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Ja Morant is as high of an IQ player. See, these are the things that don't get noticed on the scoreboard. I'm not saying Mike Conley is top 5.
And I'm not disputing that Mike Conley is probably has a high IQ, but I just think even now, Ja is impacting the game in more ways than Mike Conley.
Okay, I'll let y'all have that. I'm not gonna argue that, but I'm taking Mike Conley. Is Ja better than CP3? No. Is Ja better than Pat Bev?
Yes.
Is Ja better than, I don't know who's Denver's point guard? Jokic, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but it's Jamal Murray, but he injured. And
Jamal is the point?
Yeah, Jamal Murray is the point, but he out. And I probably would have to take Jamal Murray.
Y'all, me too. It's no doubt.
He didn't got busy in the playoffs.
So Jamal is I didn't know he was the one. He's the one?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I'm definitely taking him. Dallas. Luka is the one.
Yeah,
no. Next.
Portland, Dame, no. The Lakers, Dennis Schroeder.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Wait a minute. What are we saying? Y'all saying
is Ja better than Dennis Schroeder?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Ja is better than Dennis
I agree.
Schroeder.
Yeah.
Y'all would rather have Ja than Dennis Schroeder.
Absolutely.
Okay. Steph, no.
Exactly.
No, I was just because one said no and one said yeah. I was just trying to
saying
get
the same thing.
Okay.
Definitely not over
The
Steph.
Lakers, the Warriors, Steph, no. Memphis, Ja. San Antonio, DeJounte Murray.
I'm taking Ja over.
And that boy, DeJounte is nice, and he got clamps on D.
And I just said that Ja affects the game in more ways than Mike Conley. DeJounte points, rebounds, assists.
Y'all gonna take Ja? You would take Ja just because
he was number 2 pick in the draft. Yeah,
I get it. I'll get it.
But see, now we're talking right. No, I'm taking
right now.
Ja. I'm taking Ja Morant. Yeah,
right.
It's a toss up for me.
Okay.
Only because he with Greg Pop. Like
Okay.
if you're talking about right now, just that discipline. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's a dog. He's a dog.
Yeah,
he's a dog in training.
He's a dog. He's a dog for sure. And if you look at players that come from him, it's always good. So yeah.
Okay. Pelicans, Lonzo.
No.
You taking Ja over Lonzo?
Absolutely. Lonzo is close to being on the Summer Jam screen for me, bro.
Wow, Joe.
I do not like the way Lonzo plays.
When you see him in Chicago
I was just finna say, he might be here next year.
And that's why I wanted to make sure I said it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, look, man, the Bulls stay looking for a point guard. Lonzo kind of checks out way too often for me, man. Like, I can't get with the way he plays the game. You know what I mean? It's like, if I'm not on tonight, then I'm just like not worth it at all. You know what I mean?
So you taking Ja? So you taking Ja over Lonzo?
I'm taking Ja over Lonzo. I'm looking at Lonzo like get your shit together.
I'm probably gonna take Lonzo on this one.
You taking Lonzo over Ja Morant?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna take Lonzo over this one. He improved, man. He improved.
He has his jumper is a lot better.
It's hard, man. It's hard to play the one. Pick up 94 feet, shoot 40% from the 3, and average 8 assists.
And I feel like Lonzo is one of those cats where you can like get him out of his stuff early. I don't know if Ja is that kind of cat.
But if you look at him, he feel the stats like Lonzo may have 7 points, but now he didn't have 14 assists, 8 rebounds. Like he just snuck up and did some others. Like if Ja ain't on.
Now the thing with Lonzo, if he's not, then that's just the same thing. That he's shooting like 1 for 11.
True that.
I just don't think Lonzo is inspired right now. I don't think the way I don't think,
and that's the word I was looking for.
Him.
He plays so uninspired.
And not allowing him. That's not the right term I was using. I just don't think he's playing the type of basketball he wants to play. Now having having Zion, a guy you can oop it to, and You know, you got numerous guys you can hit, but I don't think Stan Van Gundy trusts Lonzo as much as Lonzo thinks he needs to be trusted because, you know, sometimes Eric Bledsoe will have the ball a lot. Sometimes B.I. had the, you know, and I don't think
Eric Bledsoe definitely is like higher on the totem pole than Lonzo
yeah.
there.
So I think that plays a part. But I like this.
Who we got next?
This is my comparison. This is what we talked about in the break, and this was a debate that the guys were having, and they got me into it. De'Aaron Fox.
I'm taking Fox.
Me too.
That I feel like that's gonna be like the measuring stick for Ja for a while. Like, are you better than De'Aaron yet? You know what I mean?
And when we say better, you have to equate team in it, but I mean,
De'Aaron is over there where players go to die. You know what I mean? And he's still cold. You're over there in Sacramento. But I look at Ja Morant and I just feel like compared to De'Aaron Fox, they may be two different style point guards, but honestly, they both had an athleticism. They both had a quickness.
De'Aaron just got more in his bag right now.
He got more in his bag, and I think he's more of a playmaker.
Me too. He got a better.
The Kings are better.
He can shoot the three. He can shoot the mid range. He's quicker than Ja.
And that's a tough matchup for Ja.
It is.
You know what I mean?
I'm definitely taking De'Aaron Fox over Ja. But I think that's the comparison there.
But see now, right now, like today, maybe I take De'Aaron Fox, but I just feel like
down the line.
Oh no,
but again, this is what we said. Ja, this is his second season, bro. Like
it's his second season, and he could have been Rookie of the Year, in my opinion, last year.
True.
Over Zion.
True.
But hold on. Because Zion won.
Yeah, it was Zion, right?
Yeah.
Just keep working. That's all, Ja. It's no disrespect, you know. But he ain't even top 5 in the West, so he's not top 5 in the league. The T-Wolves, Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, we'll take Ja.
We'll take Ja. The Thunder. Is Shea the one over there?
Yeah.
Hey,
Lou and Dort.
No, Lou Gans is Lou is like the small, I think.
And then Ja win Rookie of the Year? I think Ja won Rookie of the Year. Didn't he win Rookie of the Year?
I think Zion. I don't know.
Because Zion only played a few games.
I think that's what I think. I really do.
Let me see real quick.
Because I'm sitting here trying, I'm like, okay, because I know it was a debate.
It was Ja. Good call,
Yeah,
DJ. Ja. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But man, much love to Ja. Right, because Zion missed the
he
start
was
of the
hurt.
season.
Right. He missed like half the season.
Right.
It would have been a stretch to give it to Zion.
And then because Kendrick Nunn was like in the top.
Right.
Even though that man Zion.
Zion nasty.
He was like 2 or 3.
He was 3,
like
I think. Yeah,
you're right.
Okay. Shout out to Ja, but Ricky Rubio, no. Okay, see, so Shea is the one over there?
I think he is the point guard, but I don't know if he's healthy. I don't know if he's
No,
playing.
he's been missing. He's missing a few games. Hey, man, Shea, extra nice.
Oh, he can get at it. Oh, yeah.
Shea, extra nice if he the one over there.
Yeah.
Y'all taking Shea or y'all taking Ja?
I'm going to take Ja only because they compete more over there in OKC.
OKC is Huff.
Yeah, I'm taking Ja.
Okay. Shea, no disrespect, because I got love. I done seen
nice.
Shea give it to my Shea. Nice.
Facts.
Nice.
But we going to go with Ja on this one.
He probably more of a guaranteed dub than Ja.
Oh, no doubt. Oh, he is, no doubt.
Easy dub,
And he
too.
got the dimes,
Yeah.
and he can, Shea is that guy.
Just OKC.
Just OKC, that's all.
Exactly.
Get him some help, y'all. Y'all got the next top 10 picks in the next 10 drafts.
Exactly. Do something with it.
Get that man some help.
It don't mean nothing. You don't do nothing with it.
We don't need. Oh, John Wall.
John Wall is over there. I'm taking Ja.
Y'all taking Ja over John?
I'm taking Ja.
No disrespect to John. John is one of them guys, but so that's the West. So Ja, you're not even top 5 in the West, G.
How does he stack up over East real quick?
Hold on, let me get to the comments because we definitely going to the East. Let's see what some of the comments is saying.
I'm already seeing.
Ja said he got a nice name.
Oh, go figure. Yeah, that's right, Ja. I feel you.
Reese said he's definitely not taking Jamal Murray over Ja. Reese said he's taking Ja over Dennis.
And I understand the Murray move because Murray plays with Jokic, you know?
Ja over Lonzo.
See that.
What's up? What was our homie, man? Antoine Ward.
Showtime.
What up, Joe? He said, Oh, Showtime. You talking?
You know Showtime is here for some hoop
Showtime.
talk.
You got to come back on. No, he talking finishing moves, man. Showtime. Please come back on Wednesday, man. I'm not even gonna look at your top 5 moves because I don't want no influence on me. So I'm scrolling right past that. Reese said, "I like Shea, but give me Ja." Then he said, "Give me Ja over Fox." Damn, Reese. And Reese is a hooper. Reese know his basketball, man. But I'm not taking Ja over De'Aaron Fox, Joe.
Whew. You know what? I feel like the more I think about it, the closer that one is.
It is. It's very close.
I feel like those two cats right there are gonna be battling for like top point guard in the league.
Down the line. I just think at this point right now in their respective careers, I think Ja Morant is more seasoned. I mean, De'Aaron Fox is more seasoned than he got more in his bag. I think they're both.
He got like 2 years on him, don't he?
Yep. I think this is his 5th. It might be his 5th.
See, look, he got almost 3.
Might be his 4th. His 5th because I think he maxed out. I think he signed that huge deal this summer. So I think this is either 4th or 5th. Just a couple years ahead. But I just think right now he's as athletic. They both go way upstairs.
We'll see now. Where are the Kings then? You know what I mean?
The Kings are Huff. What you mean?
And Ja,
the Kings are 12 and the Grizzlies are 9. They're only 3 games apart, though. It's not like they that.
Yeah, 3 games apart. But see, Ja in his second year, starting as slow as he did, has those guys, competing for a playoff spot.
But they got a better
still.
team too, though.
Well,
not that much better. Let's not act like it's.
Jaren Jackson only got like 10
he missed
games
a bunch of games.
belt.
He missed the whole season, damn near.
Valanciunas has looked like
Valanciunas is a top tier big man.
Shaq, you know what I mean? And,
Dylan Brooks is a very good player.
But see,
he ain't raw, but he's a very good player.
Valanciunas just recently missed like a few games. Like I think he had a concussion, and the Grizzlies are still there. You know what I mean? Ja is nice, man.
No,
you know
I think Ja is nice, there's no doubt. But we're talking about player for player. I'm just comparing the players. I'm not comparing what the teams because that's some other guys. We're talking about player for player. I just think at this point, De'Aaron Fox can give me more. If I need somebody to score down the stretch, I can go to De'Aaron Fox. That's what separates it for me. I'm one of them guys. In the NBA, like my boy Drew Hanlon said, hey man, assists are for guys that can't score. Get buckets. And when I need a bucket down the stretch, do I call on Ja Morant or do I call on De'Aaron Fox? I'm giving the edge to De'Aaron Fox.
I feel like that's an interesting way to look at it. The question you just said, who do I get a ball to?
If you need a bucket with the game on the line, who you think getting you the bucket?
I feel like I want to say Ja because I feel like he's at a point in his career right now where he's missing that shot more often than not. But the man is getting good looks in those situations. Honestly, I'm just saying I can see the maturation of Ja Morant. Like I just feel like he's knocking on the door,
no doubt,
a little harder than De'Aaron Fox is right now. You
knocking
know what
on
I mean?
what
like he this I am about to be a top 5 point guard.
But I also think a lot of that is the NBA. Like Ja Morant has the platform. Like not the Memphis is the Memphis Grizzlies. They're a small market team, but it's Memphis. It's not Sacramento. Sacramento is Huff. Like, nobody cares about Sacramento. Even when Webb and White Mike and Peja and them was there demonstrating.
They was nice.
Nobody really cared, though. They was nice, but they didn't get the you don't see Sacramento on TV. You don't really see Memphis on TV that much
but
either.
You'll
But
see
you'll
Memphis
see Memphis
over
much more than you'll see Sacramento.
You'll damn near never. You'll forget that the Kings exist.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying, like, Ja will get, they're putting Ja on the platform to be that next guy.
You see,
came in first year, almost led his team to a playoff spot.
I'm like,
last year Memphis did.
I think they finished like 9th, or they was close. You know what? They got put out in the playoff.
They're right.
So boom, I took my team. Now it look like I'm finna be in the play-in tournament again and have a good chance to like make it. And now it's like next year what? DeAndre Fox coming there 4 years. I don't even think they touched a play.
Let's see. The Grizzlies finished 9th last year. The Kings finished. They basically in the exact same spots that they were last year. 9th and 12th in 3 games apiece. They basically in the exact same spots that they were last year.
Like, the man Ja has come out his first 2 years and proven that he...
No doubt. No, there's no doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I may have to get an edge to Ja.
I'm taking De'Aaron Fox.
I'm taking Fox only because of consistency, but, like,
If
you give me 4-5 years of, like, Fox, I think that Ja is going to be better. I think that Ja 4-5 years is going to be better than, because Ja... He got that mentality where he gonna take over. I'm gonna shoot it. I don't care what y'all say about me. I don't care if I went 0 for 30. Who was the best player in the league? Ja Morant. Okay. Right in the interview.
But before we go to our 12:30 break, let's compare the numbers. De'Aaron Fox is averaging 25, 7, and 4, shooting 48% from the field, 33% from 3, 72% from the free throw line.
Averaging 19.
You looking at Ja now?
No, I just know. I FanDuel.
That's your guy?
I FanDuel all the time. I know, like, I never bet him for 20 because he
19. So it's basically the same. 19, 4, and 7. So De'Aaron got him by 6 points, but they average the same amount of rebounds and assists. Ja shoots a couple percentage points lower from the field, couple percentage points lower from 3, and they shoot about the same from the line, and they play the same amount of games. So.
Them 6 points will make you and break you, man.
They will. They will. And like you said, that's why I definitely don't bet on Ja for the dub on FanDuel. But that's, again, like what I'm saying, with the game on the line, I want the ball in De'Aaron Fox's hands because I know he got a pat, midi, pat to the lane. Ja can get to the lane too, but De'Aaron Fox can pat, and step back.
Ja can get to the lane with the best of them.
Right.
And I just don't think he's the finisher yet at the rim,
right?
But and honestly, that's probably my biggest.
He's a little too out of control when he goes to the rim. Like I think
his athleticism is
he gotta be
cool. His game right now.
He gotta be cool, man, because that could be not a career end, but that stuff like that could end. We've seen it every year.
Yeah, at this point,
you gotta learn to dumb that. It's only a second year. He's only 20 years old.
This man definitely plays like he's trying to put his whole body in the rim. You know,
take it. Well, I've never played in the NBA, but
take
it from us, man. You see Westbrook only do that when it's wide open now, man. Of course, he's 12 years in, but
I think Ja play like he from the West Side playing a fucking 32.
All day. No holds barred.
Let me ask y'all a question since we brought up Westbrook. Will either of those 2 point guards we just named, Ja Morant and De'Aaron Fox, will they ever be better than Russell Westbrook? Because I feel like the conversation around Russ for so long has been stat padding. He's doing what he's doing to the triple-double record. That's on his way down. And a couple years ago, I vividly remember people saying that he wouldn't get close to that. He's about to kill that in 2 years. And his team is winning now. You know what I mean? I feel like when you talk about the Washington Wizards, this was Bradley Beal's team.
Still is.
Well, see, now that's what I don't know.
No, it's still Bradley's team. I think Russ has come in and played the second fiddle.
I don't.
But they would obviously they wouldn't be doing what they're doing without Russ. Like, it's no question. But I still think it's Bradley's team. Russ came in just playing the second fiddle. Like, bro, I done did it all. Like, I don't have to be the man on the team. I get 13, 26, and 18. Like,
I wish he would have known that with KD though, and then probably would have lasted a little bit longer.
You gotta grow.
They
man.
had success in OKC.
They did.
You know what I mean? They had success in OKC
early too.
Yeah, and they didn't win it all. You know what I mean? And honestly, you know what I mean, that's a whole, you know what I mean, we could talk about that for a while, but I just feel like when we look back, Russell Westbrook, we don't have to give him flowers,
oh, no, it ain't no doubt Russ one of the coldest.
When KD left, OKC stayed.
Nah, they was kind of huff. They finished.
You lose KD.
Yeah, but I mean, they with his MVP year, the year he averaged that first triple-double, I think they finished 6th. They were the 6th seed in the West that year.
And see, now, I brought it up because I was kind of tripping yesterday when they said that this is like his 4th straight season, averaging a triple-double, bruh. Yo, this is the 4th time in his career that he's going to average a triple-double.
Yeah, that's wild when you think about it.
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, he been doing this for 4 years?
But that's also this NBA. And I'm not taking nothing away from Russ, but that's this NBA. Like, this NBA is geared towards statistics.
And I swear it's crazy when you look at, the stats for...
It's the wild west, man.
You're going to see a couple of people about to, this close to grabbing a triple-double. Somebody like DeLon Wright.
Thaddeus Young done been 1 rebound away from a triple-double 7 times.
Yeah, like straight. You know what I mean? So I understand it. You know what I mean? But Russ
Russ is an animal, man. It's only one guy. I still think he's a one-trick pony. Like, he only knows how to play one way. And this is what I think I think that's what he meant more of it being a diss.
Just go mode.
Yeah, it's just that's who he is. It's like he's never learned to play any other way. And whether that's good for his teams or not, I don't know. But we'll see this year. Again, like when you got Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook, you should definitely not be playing for a play-in spot in the East when the teams 7 and 8 are below 500.
They started slow. They made the trade right before the season started,
Yeah, so they started slow. So, like, basically, man, they play against Indiana first right now. And, Indiana, and then they
that would be their matchup.
Yeah, we know.
I think that's who they play. I think they just beat the Pacers.
He
blocked Karis LeVert for game,
and then after that they'll play the winner of Boston and the Hornets, and ain't no telling how they.
Oh my! This is the East playoff. Oh no!
Yeah,
I'm saying the Hornets. Come on,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, sir.
The Hornets in the off. Stop it.
The Hornets was actually fourth until
LaMelo
LaMelo went down.
And then
they stayed in the picture.
Gordon Hayward.
They lost Melo and stayed in
LaMelo.
Shout out to Terry Rozier.
Miles Bridges, Scary Terry.
Yeah.
He had like the 30-something, like almost like.
Yeah, like a 40-pack last night.
I know something like that. I turned. He was lighting them up.
Yeah, no,
Real talk, he had a nice year.
Work. Yeah, he got that work.
But see, that's crazy. No
33 and 35.
The Celtics and the Bulls got smacked up by the Celtics couple days ago.
The Bulls are 29 and 39.
No, the Bulls whooped the Celtics.
Yeah. That's what the Celtics smacked
they
them up.
Them. They dubbed the Celtics. They dubbed Charlotte. They dubbed the Pistons last night. But so,
real quick, DJ, I gotta find what is the play-in picture for the Bulls. Like what? Do they have
I'm
a
looking
chance?
at it. No, they don't.
Yes,
they're 3.5. They're 2.5 back behind the Pacers.
Yeah,
There's not enough time left.
So they own the tiebreaker. So the Pacers will have to lose every game.
That's what I'm saying.
And the Bulls will have to win every game, and then they will have the same record, and then they
it's not gonna happen.
And then so it's a very slim chance. So it was once Zach LaVine returned, it was a 2.9% chance, and they just can't lose. One loss, it's a wrap. Then they have 40.
The Bulls play the Nets tomorrow. L. They play the Raptors Thursday, L.
Maybe.
They play the Nets again, L. And they finish against Milwaukee.
That's messed up because both the Nets and the Bucks are trying to get the top spot in the East, and they still playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they cook for that top spot. They 3 games behind, so they basically fighting for 2 and 3. The Bucks are half a game behind the Nets for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia is 3 games ahead, so it looks like Philly will have that first. Yeah,
but the Nets are still playing for something.
The Nets and the Bucks are playing for 2 versus 3.
Bulls are cooked. Like that's an L.
See you next year. Hopefully we get the top 4 pick. Hey man,
the top 4 pick in what draft?
Hopefully it's not a top 4 pick, but hopefully it is. If it's top 4, it's protected. So if it's top 4, it's ours.
We keep the pick.
Come on, top 4. Reese said
Orlando trade.
Reese Rolex said we was getting top 4 this year. He said Justin Fields first, top 4 coming in 2020.
That was the biggest note about that trade, the trade deal. I'm like, hold on. They still in play for a top pick. Come on.
It's the only way because ain't no free agents trying to come in. I don't want to hear what you got to say. DJ, we got to go to break, man. We got to take our last break. When we come back, I don't know if y'all want to finish this Ja Morant Eastern Conference point guard conversation.
I think we wrapped it up.
Okay.
I think we got a good perspective on where Ja is right now.
Oh, we could talk some baseball, man.
Let's talk baseball.
We had some winning teams over this past week. Both teams are off today. Resume and play tomorrow. T-Tom will be live from Guaranteed Rate with his version of Diamond Talk.
Let's do it.
Man, you on the soil with the bigs. We'll be right back.
WIFTBPN.
We all remember our life before COVID-19. The parades, the lakefront barbecues, taste of Chicago, the happy hours, and most importantly, loving those unforgettable moments with our friends and families. Getting Chicago vaccinated is what will make the activities we miss safe for everyone. So let's get back to it, Chicago. Let's come together to end this pandemic. Find your vaccine at chi.gov/COVIDvax.
Since 2018, nearly 3,000 tax credit scholarships have been awarded to black students in Illinois to attend private schools that best fit their needs. Now, Governor Pritzker wants to slash this program. In a time of much uncertainty, we need greater equity in education for our families and children, not less. Call your state representative and senator and urge them to stand up for our kids and their future by supporting the Tax Credit Scholarship Program. For more information, visit empoweredillinois.org.
Chances make champions. On the solid, I'm a problem, you can't disregard me. Got some bottles and exotic, with your bitch we slotted. I be with goblins, keep some Glocks, we ain't boxing or arguing. No pocket watching, only focus on what's in your wallet. Foot on they necks, I'm a stepper, I apply that pressure. The mob be with me through whatever, we grew up aggressive. Better keep your bitch on the leash, or I bet I catch her. She give me brain like professors, that hoe extra clever. All she get is dick and refreshments, don't ask extra questions. We in the party with some weapons, keep yourself together. We hot, dog, Christian on us, yeah, we came with relish. Make it rain on the dancers, fucked around and changed the weather. Me and my brother know how to maneuver, been in it too long, bitch, we know what we doing. Get off them drugs and turn in the bug. Whole gang off the yang, we rollin', we groovin'. Lord here tweaking on all kind of bullshit, he clutching the 40, he know how to use it. Them hoes just people that slid in between us, they happy to meet us, you know they be choosing. Yeah, we get to the money usually, the fuck are you doing? All that playing tough just to get stumped, the fuck are you proving? Call my homie Quan, shorty low, he pulled up in some foolish. He say them drugs been doing the U-Haul, constantly moving. Saucy, big drip on me like a faucet. I'm awesome, hot as coffee, slick talker. I can't keep these hoes above me. Hit the bank, make a deposit, flames look salty, must feel awful. Hit the bank, make a withdrawal, walk out, pockets bulky. No, the ops don't want no problems, they maneuver real cautious. We keep them pistols and unreach, get you folded like laundry off them drugs. I'm a zombie, fuck a bitch till she exhausted. Whole section full of bosses, y'all just whatchamacallit. Long little Tito and go Curry, them boys with some bosses. We calculate our every move, can't afford no more losses. My people vultures, mob time, bitch you better not cross us. Have Lord them bell, I start tossing, turn y'all out to fossils. This shit getting colossal, need that money pronto. These lions hungry in the jungle, bring beef to your front door. I'm smoking maple leaves, this weed here came from Toronto. Cute, thick as fuck and know how to shut up, bitch the perfect combo. We been flexing, acting retarded, cutting up in them parties. Soon as we enter, they know we them niggas, y'all whatchamacallits. Stay with some shooters, James Harden, they clutching in Target. Same hoe you in love with, gain them boulders, she fucking for 40. Can't over-rock with no whore, I won't settle for less. Can't get a bitch no Pandora or no Panda Express. And meetings with them lords.
We are back down on the soil, Eugene.
You can't get a lady no Pandora or Panda Express. That was
not even bubble gum and some you know what.
Yeah,
you know
I mean some orange chicken from Panda ain't nothing but like $5.99.
But then the entree.
But the Pandora bracelet like $3. So it's like, bro, you can't give a fin or the $3.
Pandora, no Panda Express.
Hey, what 50 say? You can't get $1 out of me, okay?
Wow, man, y'all some ruthless guys, man.
You say a ruthless
guy? He ain't dating my daughter, man.
Yeah, fresh after Mother's Day too, right?
Man, that was tight though, man.
Back to the script.
Who was that?
That's my boy, Paperwork Mike.
Paperwork Mike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hear you, Paperwork.
I know you stay at it, DJ. You not one dimensional. You staying at it. I hear you.
Hey, man, we had some winning baseball this weekend, man. Well, this week as a whole, man.
The
Cubs ended up going 5-1 on the homestand, swept the Dodgers earlier during the week. Pittsburgh Pirates looked like it could have been a back-to-back series sweep, but the Pittsburgh Pirates ended up getting out of Wrigley yesterday with a 6-5 win. The Cubs made it interesting towards the end, but too little too late. Kyle Hendricks wasn't too bad of an outing by Kyle, man. He in that first inning, I think they got like 4 base hits, a walk. There was an error, and the Cubs started down 4-0. But wasn't one hard hit ball at all off of Kyle. And we talked to him after the game. He was like, "Yeah, I was hitting my spots that I wanted to. You know, everything felt good mechanically and technically, but sometimes, you know, you got to tip your cap to the opponents." And it was, you know, at Wrigley, man, when it's cold out there, the wind could be blowing one way, But when you get that ball up in the air, it goes all which ways, and it was like it's just no way like there were gonna be any home runs yesterday. So good job by the Pirates keeping the ball on the ground, finding spots, and Cubs got down 4-0 early, and it was kind of an uphill battle by then. But 5-1 homestand, nothing to.
Oh, that's you can't beat that. You know what I mean? That's a great homestand for a Cubs team that needed it.
They needed it, man. They were finally got back over 500, but the loss yesterday put them back at 500. 17-17. They're off today in Detroit in Cleveland tomorrow for 2, off Thursday in Detroit for 3, before coming back to the crib on Monday to face the Nationals. So we can do some damage in the AL.
Go ahead, help us out.
Let's do some damage for our South Side brothers. Do some damage on the AL Central and come back home ready to play. But the only thing is now that injury bug, man, is starting to pile up. Javier Baez. He left Saturday's game with, I think, some back issues. He was having hamstring tightness in Atlanta last week.
Okay.
So hopefully he didn't start yesterday, came in to pinch it at the end of the game. Could have won the game or tied it up, but he ended up grounding out. But so hopefully, he's straight. Ian Happ is on the IL, 10-day IL. It was retro to May 4th, so he'll be able to come back on the 14th when they'll be in Detroit.
Okay.
Same thing with Nico Horner. I think he said he'll be ready by the time the Tigers series starts. And then yesterday, Jake Marisnick.
I saw him lead the game.
Yeah, he left the game in the top of the first with a right hamstring strain. He was trying to catch a ball that looked like he wasn't going to be able to get to, but that's Jake Marisnick, a guy who's Rossi was like, man, because I'm going to drop some content today. Something I asked Rossi about Jake Marisnick. He was like, man, Marisnick is just one of them guys who, you really can't ask him to take his foot off the pedal. He's going to go 100 miles per hour at all times, and you got to love it. But he ended up with a right hamstring strain. Hopefully he's okay, nothing too serious. And then Jay Hay, he was pinch hit for in the bottom of the ninth by Nick Martini, who was called up. Talked to Rossi after the game yesterday. He was like, Jay Hay was having a right hand problem when he left.
Did he slide in the home yesterday?
He slid in the home. He did score, so I'm not sure. That's a good call, T. I'm not sure. Rossi said he wasn't sure when it happened, but he was getting checked out by the doctors. We're not going to talk to Rossi today. We'll find out all the info tomorrow. So that's the latest with the Cubs, man. Again, 5-1, back at 500. When you get that close, when you're in the dumps, you got to find a way to climb up, get back to 500. Then when you get to 500, now you got to start chomping at the bit to get to that first place. So that's where they are right now, man.
Speaking of that, that's exactly what the White Sox have been on. Spent the first part of the season, the first month, trying to get to that 500 or above mark, and they played with it for a while. But, man, over the last week or so, really since Luis went out, and I feel like
It's been a week already?
Yeah, it's been about a week and some change since Luis went out.
So, as far as Luis, he doesn't need surgery, right?
He doesn't need surgery. It's still going to be a few months for him to get back healed. I don't know, man. I've been seeing a few different opinions about if he's going to be able to come back or not. But at this point, you just know that he's going to be out for the foreseeable future, and you're looking at the guys that are healthy. Like, all right, now it's time for y'all to step up. Like, yes, this, at least to the organization, this is a World Series or bust kind of.
So who are you talking about? What guys need to step up?
Just everybody else on the roster. Abreu, Grandal, Yohan Moncada, Tim Anderson. Even at the bottom of the lineup, you want guys like Nick Madrigal to stay on point, and he has been. And then, of course, you're just hoping for anything from the guys that fill in, like Lauri, Danny Mendick. But then, of course, in left field, you got a guy like Andrew Vaughn.
Billy Hamilton.
Who's been, Billy Hamilton, we can use his legs. I don't know about his bat. Anytime we need some legs, I hope Billy Hamilton is around. But Andrew Vaughn, bro, we talked a lot about him to start the season. I think he showed consistently that he belongs. So the work was cut out for him. They knew what they had to do. They went to Cincinnati, got one of those two games. That last game, of course, we talked about it. Tony La Russa, the extra runner and all of that fiasco. They could have took that one. You ended up feeling like that was a game that they gave away, but you split. Go to Kansas City. And we run those boys. You feel me? I think they've won 15 straight at Kauffman Stadium.
The Royals had?
The Royals, and of course, I think they were sitting at the top of the division for a while.
Okay.
But right now, as of today, We're talking about the first place Chicago White Sox in the AL Central. They're a game up on the Cleveland Indians. They are 19-13 right now, bro, and are looking hot. You know, they ran the Kansas City Royals right out of the stadium, bro.
3-game sweep.
3-game sweep, and I think in that
19-13, a game ahead of Cleveland.
Yeah, I think they got like 9 runs in 2 of those games, and one of those games they scored 8 in the first.
I saw that.
So yeah, it's clicking right now for those guys. And honestly, the pitching, which is before the series, one of the crazy things that stood out to me is we've talked a lot about these guys not producing on offense, but you look at their pitching stats, they're leading the American League in most of the stats.
Is this a top 5 pitching staff in baseball?
Hands down. It was a top 5. It was a top 5 rotation before the season started. On paper, you just looking, you like, all right, these guys got arms all over the place in the bullpen and in the starting rotation. Lance Lynn has been kind of hurt and is kind of getting worked back, but then Michael Kopech has stepped right in and been like,
has he pitched since that seven?
I think Lance Lynn.
No,
Michael Kopech. I think he came in for some relief work over the weekend and pitched a couple of innings, but You definitely like what the guys are, especially from a pitching standpoint, bro. I don't feel like I'm worried about anybody in the rotation. Dylan Cease has come out for 2 straight outings and looked lights out. I think he's going tonight or tomorrow. Dallas Keuchel has turned it around. He pitched lights out the last time he was around. And then Carlos Rodon, who's arguably been our best arm.
So who do they have this week?
Cease, Keuchel.
No, what the teams?
It's the Twins for 3 games, and then the Royals for 4 games. We got a doubleheader on Friday.
The Twins and the Royals. The Royals are in 3rd at 16-17. The Twins are in 4th at 12-20. This is what we talk about, man. These are teams that when they come into your arena, you got to beat them and show them who they really are and who you really are. So
100%, bro.
These guys, again, the Cubs got Cleveland and Detroit, so we're going to handle that part of the division for y'all. And y'all handle that other part of the division. And go ahead, go up 6-7 games this week, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't look back.
You can be 10 games over.
Don't look back.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this homestand, they're still trying to get Adam Engel back, and it was like a footnote in the Luis Robert news, but Adam Engel had a setback and had to go right back to square one as far as his injury. And yesterday, Tony La Russa was like he's still dealing with major soreness. So I'm not expecting him back this homestand. But let me say this real quick before we go ahead and close it out. The reason I didn't want to jump on the bash Tony La Russa train as much as I feel like the rest of the fan base was because I knew the offense wasn't hitting. You know what I mean? These guys were, I don't care what Tony La Russa did. If this offense doesn't score a single run in 9-10 innings, it's like I don't care what else happened.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So that wasn't the case these last couple of series. The offense is definitely on point right now. And you see, if that's the case, you put it with this pitching, bruh. This is a very, very dangerous team.
Clicking,
you know what I mean?
I agree. When it's clicking, it could get ugly over there.
Absolutely, man. So it's a big test. This 7-game homestand, the Twins and the Royals. I'm sure the Royals want to get some payback for running them in their crib. But I feel like we're at a point in this White Sox era where I said it 2 years ago after that bat flip from Tim Anderson. I was like, the Royals. This is one of the eras where they're not gonna be messing with the White Sox. So get used to that, Royals fans. Y'all gonna take a lot of L's to the White Sox. It's just timing. I'm sorry.
Man, let the people know where you'll be this week, man.
Let's get it, man. I'm on the south side of things at the G spot, holding it down from the press box. Gonna be doing it post-game from the press box. Diamond Talk Live on the south side. Man, come talk White Sox with me, man. We got a first-place team in Chicago. Man, come holler at your boy.
Y'all be flooding my inbox talking about where's the White Sox coverage, where's this, where's that. The White Sox coverage is here. So don't stop flooding me, and why don't y'all get up with T on the
man,
bigs.
my government is on the screen. Y'all can find me on Facebook right there. I think you can find me on Twitter there. I'm going to be at the White Sox game all week. Come mess with me, y'all. It's time to talk about these White Sox and if they can get to the World Series. I'm rocking till October, hopefully. So y'all come on and join me, man. Let's get it.
Hey, man, before we get out of here, man, and we, sad note, but, we got to end it. R.I.P. to Tariq Cohen's twin brother. First of all, I didn't know he had a twin brother.
Yeah, man.
Heard he was, I saw the news yesterday. My mom had sent me the ABC coverage about him being found dead, running from the police or something.
No. Tariq Cohen's brother.
Tariq Cohen's brother, they said
he got electrocuted.
Right, they said he was running from the police. They say it was
really?
They said it was allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly it was a hit and run, and he ran away from his car trying to get away.
Trying to get away from the police.
He went over the fence and
got electrocuted.
That's
NFL.
That's terrible,
bro. Take that charge. I'll be out in the morning.
Man, I was actually just reading a tweet. Tariq Cohen, he came out and said something. I want to bring it. I don't know if I got enough time to find it.
No, you go ahead.
Let me see.
And also, man, R.I.P. to my brother Mike Moe, man. Michael Moore, a.k.a. Quincy. Mike Moe, known to most of the guys in the hood, man. He passed Saturday, I think. He was just on Diamond Talk Live with us Friday when I went live from Wrigley Field, man. He was always supporting the bigs. He wanted to buy the big Scully. I didn't have one to give him. Wish I had one to give him. But yeah, man, one of the funniest guys growing up in the hood. Laced me with the illest ball phase I ever had in my life. Had a hoop in his backyard. We used to hoop it out, kept us out of trouble, kept us out the way. And even when he wasn't at the crib, he like, Joe, you can come in the back and shoot on my rim. So, man, much love to Mike Moe, his family, his little brother Elliot, and his sister Keena, man. Much love to y'all.
Definitely, Gino. My condolences is with you, bro. Here's the Tariq Cohen tweet. He says, I lost my brother, my twin, myself. What a great man he was. I'm glad I got to express just how much I loved him while he was here. God truly calls home the best and most worthy. I'll just miss him forever. I got Rhea and Trini and Tyrell. I swear to God. Tariq Cohen on the loss of his brother, man, definitely sending thoughts and prayers and condolences his way. We've had a chance to powwow with him, and he's been nothing but a stand-up dude, giving us time when we needed it. So definitely hope that the family, down the line find some comfort, man. Shout out to Tariq Cohen.
Yeah, much
Let's
love
wrap our
to
arms
Tariq.
around him, Chicago.
All day, man. With that being said, man, we got the brothers coming up next, Herb and Two.
The gods.
I said what I said, intellectual thuggery at its absolute finest. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on the network, 1 to 3 p.m. So make sure y'all tap in with the brothers. They always got a dope conversation. And I know Cuz ain't going off something today. I just don't know what it is yet. So I'm going to tune in before I hit the gym, man. So with that being said, for myself, for my player partner T-Tom, for our guy Reese the Ruler holding us down behind the boys, doing all the hard work.
Yes, sir.
For Maze and everybody else that's a part of the family and a part of the network. We appreciate y'all. Much love. And you know how we do on the bigs. Now, we forgot to do the word of the day. My mama be on me like, don't y'all forget to do my word of the day.
Gino, I got something for you. I got an idea.
Okay.
I'm going to throw it at you when we hop off the mic.
So we got 2 words coming on Wednesday, and we need your top 5 all-time finishing wrestling moves Wednesday. That's you guys' homework. We need to see y'all back here on the soil Wednesday. So
go ahead and practice on your little cousin or something just for old time's sake.
We gonna get out of here, yeah, right? But y'all know how we do with the bigs, man. Show love, spread love, stay away from them haters. Circulate the dollar with your people, man. Y'all
do that.
I got the website dropping tonight, so y'all better go ahead, cop. I done got like 6 requests already. Gems, Joe. I'm going to drop the website. Y'all circulate the dollar with your brother tonight, but also just continue to keep it player, man. There's a lot of unplayer individuals running around ramping out here. And y'all looking bad. And you know what I forgot to talk about? I heard guys are out here financing gym shoes.
Gino.
I'm going to leave y'all with that, DJ. I see the look on your face.
It's the StockX era.
It's a lot of unplayer individuals out here, man. And if you financing kicks, jumpers, J's, mics, whatever y'all call them, in the words of the late, great Chad Butler, known as Pimp C.
The Pimp.
Hey, man. Get off the boo-boo. We out.